Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. We've got some exciting basketball ahead. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Durant is out there with Franz Wagner. Then there's Ben Gordon, and then there's Steven Adams, and it's Parker in at the 1. And for the Jazz, Markkanen and Kessler man the post positions. George is out there with Collier, and it's Bailey in at the 3 slot. Now here's Parker to the paint. Here's Adams, and it's good in the assist by Parker. Adams has got the first points up on the board for Detroit. Pass to Kessler. It's George on the wing. Over Gordon. Rebound by Ben Gordon. And it's Detroit's ball. Parker looking around. Adams' shot is good.
And nothing seems to faze Adams, even when you get physical with him.
Now Bailey. Outside, Markkanen. Jazz passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. Markkanen a screen on Parker. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Collier missing.
They better clear a spot on the bench for him because that's where he's headed if he continues to take shots like that.
Yeah, you have to understand what you're good at and play within yourself. He just did the opposite.
Utah with the ball after the basket by Detroit. Kessler passes to Collier. Here's Markkanen from beyond the arc. The Jazz again can't hit it. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities. And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Pass to George. And here is Markkanen. Another miss by Utah. It's an 8-point differential. Coach, you and I were just talking about this the other day. We don't see many finished players in the NBA. I know Lowry is proud of that.
Well, he should be, Kevin, because he's not only a great player, but he's probably a role model for everybody in Finland and proving that you can come from anywhere now in the NBA and make yourself into a great player if you have both the skill and the desire to do so.
Here's Collier after the basket by Detroit. George. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them. Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Now, here is George. Outside, Markkanen. And the 3 ball is good.
That high release that Markkanen has is such a weapon for him, especially in a catch-and-shoot situation.
And that one, good.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
From deep, George. Detroit with the rebound. To the inside. And KD the bucket on the assist by Gordon. KD's got his second basket.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
Now, here is George. Still yet to score. Detroit with the rebound. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Parker finds Gordon. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Now Parker, after Lowry Markkanen, misses from long range, and the shot is good.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Here's Collier. Pass to Bailey. inside. Here's George. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Adams sets the pick for Parker. Driving to the basket. Banked in off the glass. Parker's got 6.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
For 3. Wow! Huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
We've got Williams. Kyle Filipowski is out there with Nurkic. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Nurkic a screen on Wagner. Williams passes to Nurkic. Shoots over Adams. Nurkic can't hit. Detroit leading by 22. Stolen away. Down low. Filipowski passes to Nurkic. Goes up the baseline. And they get it back. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Parker outside to the middle. Adams. Durant wide open. He fires and drops. And it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 6 assists now in the game. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Here's Nurkic. Nice ball movement by Utah. George passes to Nurkic. Now here is George. 4 on the clock. Here's Sensabaugh. Hits the 3-point bomb. Sensabaugh has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Adams sets the pick for Gordon. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Well, that's a smart shot right there. I like how he let the play develop naturally.
George against Parker. And George kicks to Markkanen. Lets the 3 fly. Detroit with the rebound. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Adams with the screen on George. Here's Gordon. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 6 points for Steven Adams.
And that play is tailor-made for Adams. And not many guys set a better screen and then the quick roll off it to get the finish.
Now, here's George. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Collier, defended by Gordon. Count that bucket. Collier's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Oh, nice job by Parker taking advantage of available space inside.
Here's Collier. It's George on the wing. Nurkic setting the pick for George. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, you still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Adams with the screen on George. Parker dishes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Well, first he sets a solid screen, then he shifts into a scoring position. I mean, that's exactly how it should be done.
Here's Kessler. Nothing on the board. Pass to Collier. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Yeah, and they might as well continue to play through him because the defense hasn't had an answer at all.
Here's Collier, and it's Bailey in the corner. Outside, George. Markkanen sets the pick for George. Here he goes. Here's Bailey, and it's off from three-point range. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And Parker, here we go. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Here's Collier, covered by Parker. The Jazz with another miss. And the dunk by Parker.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
And so is Detroit, out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from Ben Gordon.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
And Detroit, looking at who they've got. They've got Gordon. Durant is out there with Wagner. Then there's Parker, and it's Adams in at the 5.
Well, you can never hustle too hard in transition, and he really made sure they converted on the break.
Outside, George. And it's Bailey in the corner. Back to George. Fires from 14. The rebound by Steven Adams. Parker passes to Gordon. Here's KD. Finished off the break. KD's got 12 in the game.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
First team foul.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Pass to Markkanen. Kessler's setting the pick for George. No good on the triple.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Parker dishes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Well, the best dunks are quick, emphatic, and leave the defense knowing it was on them.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
In the corner, George with it. Nice ball movement by Utah. Pass to Collier. The Jazz with another miss. Collier's gone 1 of 6 shooting so far. And Parker, here we go. Misses from short range. Here's Collier. The Jazz with another miss. Here's Gordon. Wagner outside. Back to Gordon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's going to go on Isaiah Collier.
Well, that's a lack of discipline defensively. Just stay on the floor and get your hand up.
The free throw drops for Gordon. And both free throws good for Gordon. They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
And it's good, 2 points.
Well, you know, this is where Kessler mostly looks to score. Great work inside.
Detroit with the ball. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. So stand here, we have one of the bright young centers in the NBA, Walker Kessler.
Look, start with this with Walker Kessler, Kevin. A great rim protector. You're just not going to get layups with Walker Kessler on the floor. Then he's an outstanding offensive rebounder, and he's got great hands, which makes him very effective as a roll man in the pick and roll.
Bailey with a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta.
A big reason why Bailey went high in the draft. He's a guy who can score without dominating the ball.
Wagner, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul, second.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
For Detroit, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, this league expects versatility from front courts, and Franz Wagner has really risen to that challenge. You see him getting sharper across the board.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. A three-pointer off the mark.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier, defended by Gordon. George passes to Collier. The shot's good on the assist by George. Collier's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Gordon dishes to Adams. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
And this game has been all Adams. He's getting to his spots and capitalizing with ease right now.
George with no one around. Off target with his 3.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
And a little contact like that won't slow Adams down. This is a guy who loves the contact and able to finish easily on that one.
For Detroit, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And he drives in. Steven Adams has been leading the charge for Detroit. His stat line has been terrific. As the quarter ends, he's already... And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Williams. And it's Sensabaugh in at the shooting guard position. That's the group right now for Utah. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. KD's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. KD, a screen on Williams. He had a nice open look right there. Gordon's got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for Detroit.
Yeah, this has been an incredible offensive performance.
Pass to Sensabaugh. 14 feet away. Rebound, Detroit. Adams is Sensabaugh has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Outside Gordon. And here's Wagner. Adams sets the pick for Gordon. And another three for Detroit.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And it's Detroit's ball. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Launches it. And another three for Detroit.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Pass to Sensabaugh. The Jazz working the ball around now.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Guys, straight power there. Straight power. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Right wing. Now here's Williams. Shot clock at 6. There's the three. Rebound, Detroit. Wagner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Parker passes to Adams, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
Adams with the screen on Williams. Here's Gordon. Up and in on the layup. Gordon's got 32 points.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Takes the three. Franz Wagner grabs the miss. Ben Gordon on the wing. Durant, the pass to Adams. Wagner, right side. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Wagner. Wagner's got 3 assists now in this one. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Yeah, these kind of things really test your depth. Hopefully, it's not too serious.
To the left wing. Pass to Kessler. And George kicks to Markkanen. Here's Collier. And here's George. Driving inside. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Bailey misses. Bailey's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Parker passes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Detroit foul. Smush Parker. Second personal foul. First team foul.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Collier. 6 to shoot. Bailey. It's good from long range.
And in nailing the three there, he puts a lid on what's been a huge run by Detroit.
Durant sets a screen for Gordon. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Gordon's got 35.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Ben Gordon.